The film entitled Deepwater Horizon tells the story of an oil drilling explosion that occurred in the Gulf of Mexico and burned all that place in the drilling. The incident of the burning of the Deepwater Horizon occurred on April 20, 2010. A great fire occurred for 7 days, spilling about 200 and millions, 10 millions gallons of oil into the Gulf of Mexico, and that incident caused 11 workers to death. Later, these events were filmed and directed by Peter Beck and starring Mark Wahlberg. This film began with man named McWilliam. He is the chief engineer in oil drilling called Deepwater Horizon. At that time, he went to work as sole hunter. That inspiration place to go to work. Then he had with clerk named Jimmy Harrell as installation manager at Deepwater Horizon. Then where is also Andrew Fitz has he is dynamic position operation on drilling rig in Deepwater Horizon and saved or workings. Then, then they would be helicopter to go to the drilling with has of the coast of Louisiana, America. Then after arriving through they will surprised be separate third accident to that the integration of the drilling commit work being set on early. It seemed that those who were told to leave early did not carry out the demand resistance test, and as a result, if that demand had not been rested, if there was not obstacle, it could cause lock in the oil drilling, and the crew too were sent home earlier was ordered by BP Manager Donald Fidrin and Robert Caluz. Please note that the Deepwater Horizon belonged to the Transocean Company and that relation to BP. Narrowly British Petroleum, a petrol company based in London. So after review the information, the installation manager named Jimmy Harrell assigned McWilliam to check the drilling department to ask for related problem regarding the demand resistance. The report then Mike went to the drilling department and asked several drilling work is about the demand resistance test, and Mike got information that he has had no recovered a report from the demand resistance test. They informed Jimmy that were was not men listing that Mike and Jimmy also went to the BP manager, namely Fidrini, because Jimmy is chair of everything in that argument, meddling with as the DP manager only rests the place Techmer has been drilling. Then Jimmy proposed to do the navigation process. That navigation process there was set that ensure the strength of the oil well and will describe success it world production information about drilling in petroleum itself. Then, then the testing start and the press of the drilling people intel- initially. Three is not problem with that press of that pip until finally the people pressure increases to 1300 and minute 5 and is certain that that the oil was solve a problem starting zero then ending must be zero as well, and that proof that the process is strong. I can shoot mode from underground warfare feeding arguments that three is pressure both no other mode and it come out of the pip. So accounting to feeding there might be an error reading in the latter people pressure feeding professor to test the pressure in the people clogging, and the result of that clogging people test is success. 3 is not charging in the people pressure. This making feeding confident that no problem is dealing with because of increasing daily in all deposit. So he only increasing drilling but did not safety at the time of drilling, and finally drilling was carried out with your hesitation and confidence in the condition the salt no has been done, because if the pressure of the drilling pip was different from the press of the people, the block would result in failure of the drilling. In it, in it, Initially, it looked fine when the oil drilling was scraped out everything with something the oil was separated from the moon, and the drilling pressure fluctuated, and until finally the independent incident had passed, which the process of the drilling people continues to rise and is dresses so that the moon sport oil from the drilling pip, and the time smooth figuring also that incident and they feel the most because he did not care about the safety of these workings, and on the other hand at the drilling said the workers refrained to close the floor of stripping, and the inability succeeded in stopping the bus, but the pro on the drilling people were still running, so that in mid the drilling people set out its oil moon again, and this time the bursts were so strong and big that make the control room for drilling crushed and injured, but make in the oil strong room the works also the two project device from the increasingly powerful and growing gust of oil moon. The oil slowly boots into the air filter so that the power flow in the engine gets strong, causing to least arrow to link up brake because get a boost from in the hex in extension. That Andrea was releasing in trade to kill for help both was prefet be that same leader ensure Engon just after finishing private and drew for jumping on the matching, getting strong so the death throws on the matching was getting longer than stopped and explode, destroying all the place. Great explosion. The make with was also hit the explosion, so that it made him escape for the explosion to occurs. Livex Jimmy was betting we was hit by the blow from the explosion that already then the film that ignited from the explosion quicker spread to every corner in the place so that the Potter horizon finally exploded and caused. After that, Andre Landers trip to call for help from the Coast Guard and Coast Guard officer confirmed the explosion that Houston that ordered that what in the water horizon and sent assistant with that full with its still close to the water horizon try to set relief about except the horse of wind. Meanwhile Jimmy to feed drain to left water horizon and Jimmy tried to call drilling people so that I could stop the boats that offer but during the cutting process in the tools to cut the people what was in the water cloth not hold back the boost of oil so they has to take more electric to power the generator was in a room but at the time of the plan to run in the electric with internet when Will and managed to run on Studley did again and that when Jimmy as the one in charge of that drilling Pobble one Mike Wo helped him to return because the water horizon could not be saved anymore. Finally, the events that occurred in the water horizon Ferdinand and Robert Cazula were in the set in descent for accidental murder and into Hansen and 15 the case was closed. That, that, that the ending of the water horizon film is based on the true story of workers in the Deepwater horizon and the world's oil disaster in America history.